How are we all doing? Welcome back to another day, another obviously episode of the Stonksy stream. Thank you very much to those of you that have joined me so far. I'm just gonna whack my foot massager on for today's stream. Yeah, thank you very much for joining me. We will have Wiz on the channel today. Let me just go and forward him the link. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Mr. Wizard. Hang on. I've lost him. There he is. There we go. So Wiz will be coming on. I don't know if any of you caught the stream that we did before on Wiz's channel. That was a great stream. Yeah, nice stream this morning. Bobby says TMG flip bearish. What you saying, brother? Urgent analysis required all crypto markets. I don't know. I'm kind of stuck in two minds, to be fair. I'm kind of thinking, obviously, it's month end today, end of Q3. So we could obviously get some profit taking or whatever. I'm kind of stuck in two minds on whether we drop going into October, like straight away, or we pump up first and then drop. Either way, I'm kind of expecting the low of the month to be put in early. That's what I'm expecting anyway. I'm hoping for, of course, is the low of the month to be put in early. Now, obviously, I'm just not sure which way round it comes. Whether it comes, obviously with a drop now, or whether we go up first and then maybe slam it down. We'll have to see. Nick, how are we doing? Great to see you. Great to see you. Yes, you was, Bobby. You was first. Number one today. How are we doing, Jeff? I'm going to be listening for a bit. Good man. It's great to have you on. I'm going to be on the treadmill listening to your stellar voice for about 45 minutes. Have a good stream. Cheers, mate. Yeah, well, hopefully you have a good day. Obviously, it'll be morning time for you now, won't it? Brucey boy, how we doing, mate? Great to see you. Laurent, how are we? Great to see you. Yo. We going down. I don't know, I don't know. Like I just said, I can't kind of decide on whether I'm expecting one way or another first, obviously. Something like this, maybe. Maybe not that dramatic, obviously, with the arrow going into, obviously, October. Or maybe we come up and then go down and then obviously bounce. Something like that. Either way, I am expecting the low of the month to come in pretty early, hopefully within the first week or so of October, which obviously should set us up for hopefully a good run in October. So that's kind of what I'm trying to play, what I'm hoping for as well, is the low of the month to come in early. And then obviously we'll see where we go from there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you think we're going to put in the low of the month early? What do you think we're going to do? That's what I'm hoping for, and that's what I'm kind of thinking about. Obviously, for us to have the best scenario of Uptober, that would obviously be the best. Looking at Aster, yeah, that's still obviously pinned in this range, isn't it? That is still pinned in this range. Apex, obviously we discussed that yesterday. But yeah, obviously looking at Bitcoin, great rally up to start the week. And then we've corrected a little bit, obviously, from into today. Nothing too major, as you can see. I've had this zone marked out. I think, if we do test this, you would obviously want to see it hold. Maybe we don't test it. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing on Bitcoin now. Up, down, up. That's kind of that. Well, yeah, in essence, that's what I'd be in favor of. Would be up, down, up. And obviously, yeah, put in, if we just zoom out, say, for instance, we did something like this. So we went up and then it slams down to wherever. And then lower the months in, off we go, for the rest of the month. Something like that I would like to see. Maybe, obviously, not pinned to price exactly from where that's at. But, obviously that kind of pattern of just one way or another, putting the low of the month in early and then getting on with it. That would be the most ideal thing, obviously, for us going up for the rest of the month. But yeah, let me know in the chat what you guys think. I'm interested to know. But mostly, for the most time, we stopped in and around here where we marked out yesterday. So yeah, ETH. What am I looking at on ETH? I mean, if we get any sort of retest of where we found resistance during this phase, you would imagine obviously that would be a buy. But I think obviously you could definitely make an argument for just coming back into there in general, obviously where we've had do and then break out. So you could make an argument for just visiting anywhere, obviously in here, and then looking obviously for upside. That's kind of what I'm thinking on ETH. But even if we go up from here on ETH, obviously we know where likely we get the next point of resistance. If we did, it ended up going up from here, obviously into here would be coming into supply. So we'd be eager to see what happens with that. Afternoon, Gonksy. How we doing, mate? Great to see you. Yeah, thank you, everyone that's joined so far. Do make sure you drop a big like on the stream. You OGs should know what to do by now. And you have done it as well. 8 likes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes. So, I'm keen to see what happens, obviously, from here on out. Let me know, though. I'm keen to know in the chat, what is the one altcoin that you guys are kind of hedging your bets on, or, you know, most anticipated to see going into Q4? What would be the one altcoin where you think, yes, that is it? Let me know. I'm disappointed that I've not played any of this AVAX move. I'm disappointed in that. Hemi OG. Yeah, so I've seen OG. What even is it? Obviously, we looked at it when it first launched. It had a huge rally, didn't it? When it first launched, like, went up to a massive valuation, and then is obviously coming down. And the thing with these is, you obviously want to wait for it to bottom, don't you? Now, the problem a lot of the time is it creates fake bottoms on these new listings. So as you can see here, this may have looked like a bottom to a lot of people, and then obviously it goes down lower. At some point, obviously, it will bottom. Now, if we take, obviously, looking at that, and then you go and look at something like Pump from when that first launched, and we go all the way back. You know, same kind of thing, isn't it? You know, launch, and then you obviously get the post-launch sell-off, and again, you know, you get these kind of fake bottoms where people probably get trapped into thinking that the bottom is in, and then it ends up going lower and lower and lower. But once it legs down a few times, obviously that's where you can look for, you know, that potential accumulation in there. It doesn't seem that long ago when Pump was in here as well, but it was ages ago, wasn't it? It was ages ago. But yeah, Pump is another one. Keeping a close eye on it. I did actually buy some spot Pump this morning. Bought some spot Pump while we was actually on Wiz's stream as well. So yeah, I'm keen to obviously load into Pump. Check out Avant. Yeah, we'll have a look at that. Super Mirage. Good buying zone now, I think. What, on Hemi? Personally, I would say no. Personally, for me, I would say no. Obviously, for you, you may see something in the price that you like, yeah. For me, I have no interest in trying to catch bottoms like this. I would rather see it do, you know, obviously maybe come down to wherever and then build some sort of base like we looked at on Pump then. You know, you saw on Pump, built that base, and then obviously went on an upward trajectory. Now again, obviously similar, it created something like this here, but as you can see, that was very early on into the listing, wasn't it? It never really went below the listing price. So that's why then when you start to get these ladders, you know, that stair step down, at some point you want to see obviously it creates something like that, yeah. So personally, I would say no, because it just keeps obviously creating new lows. But at some point, you know, hopefully obviously it starts to build some sort of base, compresses, and then obviously looks to take off. For me, it's just obviously not in that position because it's here, but then obviously, you know, tomorrow or next week it could be another 36% down or 40% down or 50% down. So personally, for me, not yet, no. But it's something I'm going to keep an eye on for sure, yeah. But yeah, that's obviously not financial advice. If you think it's a good buying opportunity, you know, you jump in. Let's see, AVNT. Let's see. Let's have a look at this. Is there any chart with more data? Or is this another new listing? Okay, this is a little bit more data on Mexi. Yeah, I mean, this is another one, isn't it, where you just kind of don't. There's not a massive amount of information. I mean, what I would say is it's come back into a nice zone. Obviously, this is where it compressed, and then you got the impulse. Compression in the price, consolidation, and then impulse. Bang! There we go. So it revisiting that is a good sign. Yeah. I would probably think if it goes below there, then maybe comes down into here. So either, obviously up from here, or maybe if it starts falling down and flips that to resistance into here, and then obviously that's where you would love to see it bottom off. But again, not a whole lot of data for us to work with, as you can see. Stonksy's only just started picking up the data, given that it only launched earlier in September, on the 4-hour time frame anyway. Okay, now back to running. Yeah, man. Yeah, you get going, you get going. MNT, mantle. Yeah, let's take a look. Oh, look at NYX. All the way back up. This thing is just a pure roller coaster, isn't it? It's just a pure roller coaster. MNT. Should have that on here somewhere. I know it's on here somewhere. There it is. I mean, the thing for this is, it's gone up that much. We really need to obviously look at the daily or weekly now, don't we, for price action? Unless is it a complete new highs? Okay, so it's at complete new highs then. So obviously one thing to probably note is this area that Stonksy's got marked out, which I'll just obviously highlight a bit more with the box. We got Wiz in the house. Wiz, my man.
Hello. How are we, Mr.
Yeah, I'm all good. I'm all good. Just looking at mantle. So obviously this is key high time frame SR in and around this zone now. As you can see, we gave it a perfect retest earlier in September, last week. There's not really much you can say about it apart from obviously any dips into here you want to see hold. So hold. Obviously needs to hold this zone. That's really the only thing you can say. Apart from that, obviously it may just carry on into price discovery. There's not really a lot to say because, potential buying opportunities down there if it goes back down there. Otherwise, you just obviously maybe. I mean, if you're trying to get on board without maybe it going down there, where would you be looking? It's a bit difficult. I mean, you could just highlight a few of the lows to see if it retests anywhere. A few of these that it's built in. Things like that. If you maybe not thinking it's going to get a full retest of that again. But apart from that, there's not really much you can do. Apart from obviously looking for new highs, Market opens up. The market is open in just over an hour. Good morning, Tantana. How we doing? You link Maxi. Asta coming down to 70 cents. Going lower. Or think that's a buy at 70 cents. 70 cents will be a buy in my eyes, yeah. I personally don't think it's going down there. Just because of how much CZ is being kind of obviously the flagship for it. Could do. I mean, yeah, it could well do. Never say never. But I can't see it going down to 70 cents. What do you think, Wiz?
What's this, Asta? No, I think it'll be defended. I think it'll be
defended. There's so much money behind it, and obviously, CZ is, even though they claim to be obviously, a minor investor and stuff like that. I think, reading between the lines, you can tell this is kind of the next baby in the BNB/Binance line of production. So I personally, I think it's going to be defended. I think worst case scenario, we maybe get 140. But as you can see, you look across here, this level is being defended massively. Just above 170. And then obviously we've got the levels above already marked out to look for. I don't think they will even give 140, personally. I think they will just defend this and then send it again. Just obviously just pinning it. pinning it down here to allow for rotation, allow people to take profit without the price getting smashed, but also not giving people that chance to get in lower. Because, if you send it, you're saying 70 cents, that is literally back to the start of when it got on. KCEX is obviously on Aster itself, it listed at like 5 cents or whatever. But, really, all the way back to a starting point, I can't see it.
No.
I just can't see it. I've got this marked out because I think this was something on the 1 hour. But, can you imagine them just walking it all the way back down to a starting point and letting everyone get back on board? I can't see it myself. I think maybe 140 if Bitcoin just completely nukes. But, again, I think they're looking like they're pinning it here. You'll know, because if we break below 170, then you can start looking lower. Until then, this is obviously being defended and held.
Yeah, agree.
Oh, sorry, 170. Oh, sorry.
That's more realistic. That's where I've got bids.
Yeah.
Set below.
I think anywhere 170 and above is obviously where they're looking to defend it.
Good position. I might have a look on Aster because they've got some stocks on there that you can trade leverage that I might look into.
Should we have a look? I'll pull it up live on stream if you want.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's have a look. Launch app.
You got BNB wallet?
Not on here, no.
Oh, you can use Solana wallets.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. What I was explaining. Yeah, you can use Ethereum, Arbitrum, and Solana. When it first come out, if we go back and have a look, when it first come out, there was an interesting point in it because, wait, this is Bitcoin. God damn it. So there was an interesting point on Aster when it first come out because when CZ first tweeted about it, it was 17 cents. So if I just scroll this down, so when CZ first tweeted about it, obviously you can see it. It launched here at around 3 cents, and then went up. Now, when CZ first tweeted about it, was a couple hours after, and it was on this candle basically.
Yeah.
But as you can see, after that, CZ tweeted about it, and then we had 1, 2, 3 hours before obviously it started to then push up towards 30, 40 cents. This is where I seen it just absolute rip. Like, it still haunts me, that. But as you can see, we had 3 hours where it didn't do anything. I think people were kind of confused on how to buy it because obviously they were thinking, how do I get on this? But literally, you just go, you go on here and you can obviously choose between BNB, ETH, Arbitrum, and Solana, and then just connect your wallet. But I think that's probably why we saw this little consolidation for a few hours, even though CZ had tweeted about it, because people were probably thinking, like, how do I even get funds on this to buy it? But I think 170 looks like it's going to be defended, and it's kind of just the point where they pin it to allow for reaccumulation, profit taking, whatever.
Yeah.
Is what I'm thinking anyway.
Yeah, it's Jolts today, isn't it? Or what?
Yeah, what
time does Jolts come? Actually, I say that I've got Forex Factory up. Jolts is at 3:00. Yeah, because Jolts is always that weird one that comes in the middle of the market.
Yeah, because we've got there's actually some things tomorrow as well while we are together. Let's see. Let me go and take these. So. Yeah, there's Jolts today, 3:00, and then tomorrow we have ADP employment change. We also have ISM manufacturing PMI, and then obviously the big one on Friday is NFP, non-farm payrolls.
Yeah.
Do also have a few other red importance ones like services PMI and average hourly earnings. But yeah, tomorrow we do have these actually while we'll be in Manchester.
Nice. I'm looking forward to that. We need to draw up our content ideas sheet, don't we, of what we want to film.
Yeah, we need to have things.
Yeah, people, if you put into the comments any ideas for Dave and I to film in a city tomorrow that may or may not involve trading and or beers and or anything else, fire away. We're still trying to define the rules of what challenge to do. So if anybody has any ideas for a challenge or some rules, then yeah, let us know. Any ideas are probably appreciated by Dave and I. I don't want to speak on his behalf.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And we will also have SMFC with us now. SMFC probably won't come on camera, but he will be with us, and he'll be there in spirit. So obviously, if we do end up streaming, you'll probably be able to hear him. But yeah, it should be a good day.
Yeah, I've got some good ideas for stuff.
We'll have to decide where we're going to go for tea. Obviously, after a day in Weatherspoons, we'll go somewhere for some nice grub.
Yeah, I don't really want to be eating Weatherspoons particularly, but
no.
Yeah, I've got, to be fair, and we could potentially as well. There's Crazy Pedro's, so you could, which serves slices of pizza. So there could be some sort of challenge where we try and get a trade for a slice or something. I don't know, just some challenges. Yeah,
I like it. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, we need to.
Fun anyway, it should be fun. Hey, I haven't shown you, have I? I got my mics here.
Nice.
Charged them up.
Oh, very nice. We've got some cameras as well, haven't we?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have my phone with me.
Have you got a tripod, or do you need me to bring a tripod?
No, if you want to bring a tripod, that'd be great.
I've got a tripod, yeah.
Is that a tripod for a phone, or do you want me to bring?
Yeah, phone clips on.
Okay, yeah, well that's good. I didn't really want to bring my camera with
thing. Oh, it's zooming out, but yeah, I've got a little tripod that you put down.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that'd be great then, because we can just film all the content on the phone then.
Yeah, because I've got some ideas for stuff. I want to do a. I've been meaning to make a video about the Starbucks pumpkin spice latte, so that could be an interesting one to get some footage outside.
Yeah, we need to kind of smash heads, because we could probably do with making the most of it and filming.
Yeah,
maybe
big filming day, and yeah,
a few videos like that. Yeah, that would be good.
I want to see you do some street interviews.
We could actually do that, you know.
Yeah.
We could actually do that as well.
Yeah, I know a few people in Manchester, so we could potentially have some familiar faces. But yeah, that could be funny. Yeah, I'll put together a Google Doc sheet, and we can dump some ideas and script some stuff out, because I think if we make the most of it, we can do some interesting stuff. Someone's idea in the Discord about me and you in the tuk-tuks would be quite amusing.
Imagine it. It'd be pure chaos. That it'd be pure and utter chaos. I think this could be the start of maybe a good regular thing if we maybe meet up in Manchester once a month to just film content or whatever. That'd be epic. Where is Manchester? Yeah. I don't know if you're taking the piss or not, Aaron. I don't know. Are you being serious, or are you? I don't know. I feel like he's joking. Called Lighter. Scottish is talking about Lighter. That's the one that you.
Yeah, I've been Scottish. I really like Lighter. I've been using that for a long time. I've been trying to get Dave to use it for a long time, and he's faded me.
And I've on it today.
I've got basically, when the airdrop comes, I think I'm just shy of 5k, which isn't too bad. But yeah, very good place to dump some money in the LPP, because it's paying 60% at the moment, so it's quite a nice place to store some stables.
Yeah, I think this is it's a really good thing to start looking at as well, and it is obviously this, but just in general, what things are maybe in the beta and stuff that you can start farming points on.
Yeah. Because this one's really weird, because this one's been invite only for ages, and I think that's quite an interesting way to do it, because you get invites based on the number of points you get, and obviously you get points from the amount of volume and the amount of profit you do on it. So it's the people who are getting invites to refer are people who are using it and putting serious volume through, which probably explains why. I think as a DEX, the statistics on it are really, really, really good. I think it's like the second. If I don't count Aster, because I don't particularly trust the volume in it, but after Hype, it's the second biggest DEX.
Yeah.
By volume and open interest.
Yeah, I've never used it, but I think there are things dotting about full of opportunity. You know, Hype was obviously in the same position, wasn't it, before the token launched? And people just got
we
mega
faded.
urgent.
We faded Hype so badly, didn't we?
I didn't
Dave?
even know it was a thing until the coin come about. I didn't even know it was like I didn't know what it was until the coin.
I'd heard things around it, but I'd never really looked into it. But then, to be fair, I made up for it by going in really heavy on the at $11.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. I tell you what, my pump buy from on your stream is looking all right so far. I think
Is it?
it's only a spot position, but not bad. I can't remember. I don't know what price it was that I got in. It's only like was it nearly 4% up, but it's better than nothing. Did I get in at? Why is it not showing me? Wait, what am I on? I'm on Perps. That's why. What did I get in at? Doesn't say. Oh, 5.3. 5.3. I got filled. So yeah, I'm not massive, and just nothing major, but I'm in it. So yeah, that's 3% up in the past 2 hours or so. Not bad. So yeah, that'll do, definitely. I do like pump as well. I really like the pump play. Whether Wiz is gone. Wiz is gone. We'll carry on anyway until Wiz gets back. But yeah, I have bought some spot pump here. 5.3. I do like it in general for maybe obviously looking to play the reversal on it and maybe into new highs. So that's obviously what I'm looking at. But yeah, let me know what's catching your eye. Let me know what's catching your eye. I bought some more Apex down here as well. It's a bit of a hairy position because obviously we could come in and just fill in the candle fully down towards $1. I'm kind of just buying this with the outlook that it goes to like 1 billion basically. That's kind of my outlook on it. But yeah, I'm in from 1.52 I think again. But yeah, not financial advice on that. Again, it could come down a lot more. It could come down towards $1. It could come down towards 90 to 80 cents. But that's obviously what I'm playing on that as well. It'd be interesting to see when Wiz comes back, what he's looking at specifically, maybe in terms of the stock fronts as well. But if we look across the market, as you can see, mostly red, isn't it? With that Bitcoin retracing down early hours has kind of brought everything back down towards the level yesterday from where we pumped up from. That's ETH Bitcoin, sorry. Yeah, so everything's basically back down towards this starting point from yesterday where it pumped up and then obviously dropped back down. You can see that all across the board here. So there's not really too much going on in terms of that front. What's that down? Oh, ZRO down 8%. Zig, however, I did see something about Zig yesterday. I saw something about Zig yesterday. Interestingly enough, yeah, that's up 5% today. But this has been consolidating for a good long while on it, so you would think that this will have a strong breakout at some point anyway. Borg, now obviously Borg. Anyone holding Borg? Let me know in the chat. This Stonksy's still long on this on the daily. And it's approaching my next level of interest, which is up here towards 6.5. Let me just... Lighter is going to light up the market, grab a bag. It's not out yet, is it? It's not out yet. But yeah, Borg. I mean, yeah, Borg is doing some serious work. It's had a great couple of weeks. Basically, obviously, since the middle of June, it's been on a nice uptrend now. Yeah, it is coming in towards the next area where you think, okay, this could obviously provide some resistance, as you can see on the weekly Y. And then up towards 77, and then 93, And then basically, I think it's on the run then towards 140, maybe even towards the all-time high or $2. But as you can see, this is something where it's spent so long in consolidation, but it has just been ping-ponging through that higher time frame range. So obviously, $30, 30 cents was the sell, and then anything sub 15 cents was the buy. And it just ping-ponged. Obviously came up a bit higher at the end of last year, but then back down, and then obviously now it's into full trending mode. Now, I believe that the Borgie has been doing quite good. How we view Borgie? Let's see. Right, so that's only got a few weeks of data. Hang on. Let me just try and pull up something on this. Unless it's migrated or something. Maybe it's migrated. I don't know. But yeah, either way, this has been doing great, Borgie. If you're also a holder of Borgie. So that's been doing well. But yeah, let me know in the chat if there's anything you want me to look at specifically. And of course, we can do that. I can do that for you while we wait for Wiz to get back. In the meantime, of course, make sure you drop a big like. Make sure you are subscribed. And if you're looking to trade anything, make sure you're on BLOFIN. Link is in the description. Borgie did migrate, yeah. Right, okay, so yeah, that's the thing. You're on the price on the chart. Yeah, it's been doing well anyway. It's been doing well, Borgie. Alongside, obviously, Borg. So yeah. That's where we're up to with that. I mean, what else have we got here? Obviously, memes kind of looking a bit trashed, aren't they? Memes looking a bit trashed. Stocks. Been having a nice time of it. Obviously, Coinbase was up nearly 7% yesterday. Down to 330 pre-market. MicroStrategy back down to 321, but of course, nicely up off the bottom. Nearly ended up 10% up off the bottom yesterday. GME. I still don't know whether do people count this as a Bitcoin stock or not. I think they bought 1 billion, didn't they? And then I think did they leave it at that? I don't know whether you count this as a Bitcoin stock or not. Metaplanet is forming an interesting bit of price action. I am interested in Metaplanet. I was maybe being a bit greedy and hoping down towards here as low as possible, but that is down considerably from its highs. Circle just still ping-ponging around. HUD just carries on up. This thing is just... This is an actual beast, innit? HUD. It's just an actual beast, like... 13x off the December PA now. It's just an actual beast. So yeah, that's doing unbelievable things. Gemini. Now Gemini is actually something that I've got on my radar and is actually perking my interest a lot because obviously it IPO'd, it had that IPO sell-off, but is now forming what maybe is this accumulation. Is it just a bottoming pattern for then obviously price to then start exploring upwards? Gemini is probably the one I'm most interested in at the moment. Mew, your team going to win the league this season? I don't know, I think we have really shot ourselves in the foot not getting Gay. I think that is obviously proving to be... Kanate is so out of form. Whatever's going on, obviously, with his contract. But just in general, his play is awful. We're so shaky at the back. And you look at it now and think, if we'd have just stopped messing around and got Gay done before deadline day, trying to do it then what position will we be in now? Because you put Gay next to Van Dijk instead, and I think we look so much stronger at the back. If it's going to be the defence, I think that blows us up. But I think also the team is yet to gel, really. You can see, can't you? Wirtz is not looking great at all so far. Obviously, Isaac played fairly well, I think, against Palace. There was that point, wasn't it, when he was dribbling in and out in the box. and then hit it wide as he was losing his balance. But I think Isaac, is Isaac in it. You won't really need to give him much time to start coming good. Kirkes and Frimpong, I don't really know. Again, they don't really know how I feel about them. I think long term they'll be fine, but I think they require some development and stuff. Especially Kirkes, who looks very raw. Even after his even after last season with Bournemouth, I think, I don't really know what it is. But yeah, just defensively, so shaky. So I don't really know what will happen with us, but it's a big mistake not just paying a bit extra for Gay and getting him done before trying to do it on deadline day. Gemini will do what Hood has done. I do think obviously Gemini is maybe a good long term, something to look at long term. My team, Aberdeen, bottom of the Scottish Premier. So embarrassing. Is that so? Yeah. Well, I hope that you don't get relegated, mate. I hope that you don't get relegated. Nvidia might start a little uptrend till 210, I think, from where we are. Started trade today. Good idea. Let's see. It is pressing the highs, isn't it? It's pressing resistance again. It's pressing resistance. I mean, really, just the confirmation on it is obviously breaking above in it. You can see, all, here. This 184.5 is obviously the resistance point. If it can break above that, and then obviously, you could look to enter with the idea that, if it starts obviously breaking back into this range, wherever you decide, whether that be here, whatever, then the trade is wrong. So you could set it up for something like this, maybe. And I mean, really, what you want is obviously it's to hold above as well. But you could obviously set it up however you want with a stop, and then what you're looking for, 210. So that'd be a 13% trade, and then obviously your R depends on where you put your stop. But obviously, what you're looking for is obviously that break above resistance, and then it retesting it, and then holding, and then obviously then starting to then trend up, which is obviously what you want to see. But first, we're still stuck below resistance, so it depends on you where you want to enter. But until we break above that, we are, technically at resistance, aren't we? Miners are just having another fun time of it, aren't they? While we're still waiting for Bitcoin to properly yet to push to its highs, miners are just having a great old time. I mean, look at Riot go, Hut, Cause, Iron recovered yesterday after Friday's dump. Obviously, BitDeer, we know about that. Yeah, this is doing very well. So miners having a really good time of it as well. What is Bitmine doing? Yeah, this is this is just compressing in it. As you can see, this is what you call volatility compression. So as you can see, you have a big volatile move, and then you get just obviously compression in the volatility. So it squeezes it, and obviously depending on how you want to draw it, you could draw it however. But if you also wanted to draw it and say, okay, this is coming into like a pennant, there. So it's coming in towards a pennant, isn't it? So at some point, obviously, it's going to squeeze in, compress, and then obviously pop one way or another. And the same kind of thing for UPXI, same kind of thing for SBET. Although this isn't going into a pennant, this is just obviously compressing, volatility compression. So, yeah, that's where we're at with that. This thing has actually pushed up a bit. This coin Cillium, after coming all the way back down. But in general, the S&P looks like it's maybe just going to continue into year end, doesn't it? That's what it looks like anyway. Bitcoin's starting to push back up a bit now. And Aberdeen in a European Cup game tonight. Is that true, Scottish? Got it. Yeah, mate. I mean, the thing is, you know, you can trade it however you want. I was just looking at it from a technical point of view of it still being below resistance. If you want to take a punt on it and obviously maybe try and front run, you know, the breakout, then obviously that's up to you, innit? And hopefully, of course, I hope it works out. Where is Wiz? He's still having a bit of issue with his internet, so we will wait for that. Valley Girl, yo, how are you guys? I'm very well, thank you. How are you doing? Great to see you. Don't believe I've seen you in the chat before, so do make sure you drop a big like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We've gone through different bits. We've covered Bitcoin. We looked a bit at ETH and some other large caps. We've just actually been looking at crypto stocks. So I've just been having a look at them. So, yes. Do get involved in the chat if there's anything that you want me to look at, or if you've got any thoughts on the market or whatever it may be, get involved. But yeah, if you've got any tickers that you know that you want me to look at, fire away to me. Just realised my daughter messing with my account. Marios here. All right, okay. Hello, Marios. How we doing, mate? Yeah, I did think I didn't recognise the username. Like, I did think I didn't recognise the username. Yeah, we're just waiting, aren't we? Just waiting for something to happen. Oh, he's back.
Hello. Back from the
Here he is. Here he is. You back with us?
How are we doing? I am indeed. Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
You got rugged by BT.
I know. I got rugged by an internet provider. I won't specify which. But I got rugged by an internet provider of whom I am no longer an employee of.
You got rugged by the internet, but at least you're back. That is the main thing.
Yeah.
We were just looking at crypto-related stocks. Really, Miners had a great day yesterday, didn't they?
Yeah.
Miners had a great day.
Today.
Lawrence in the chat was asking me about Nvidia. He thinks Nvidia's going to 210. So it's just.
I mean, the risk reward's gone. I'll tell you what's annoying me, because I was so tempted to long it yesterday, is CoreWeave.
Let's see.
It's up 8, just shy of 9% pre-market.
Oh yeah.
And it had the perfect back test in that liquidity.
And you look at that area as well from earlier this month. You know, that was an easy 50% gain by the end, weren't it? When it was down below $90.
Mental. Yeah, it's a bit of a mixed bag on the stock front today, isn't it?
Yeah. That
Hood had a mega day yesterday. Did you see Robinhood yesterday?
Yeah, we just looked at it. It's insane. The thing just doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop.
It is nuts. What else am I in? ASTS. I'm about half out of that. I'm waiting for I've got some calls for that, some puts.
I was covering
Gemini. Oh, it looks so good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But the one I really like is Galaxy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never...
Oh, Galaxy. Galaxy is beautiful, Dave.
Where is it? Apparently, I do have it on here. Let's see.
It's GLXY.
Yeah, apparently, I do have it on here
You
somewhere.
really need to get your watch list sorted.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, look at that. Nice 3x so far from April.
What's MSTR doing?
Oh, Wi-Fi had a good day yesterday, didn't it?
I know. I'm still holding some of that.
Oh, yeah.
Taken. Yeah, I took half off, so I've got my initial out, so it's, for me now, it's a free ride.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks beautiful, doesn't it?
Jobby.
Job. Yeah, this is a Justin favourite.
Jobby. XYZ, look at that, just not moved again for the whole of August, September.
What else is a big move on my watch list? BTBT. Oh, that's getting murdered pre-market though. Rolls Royce is just a machine in it.
Embis still up there, isn't it?
Oh, honestly, I wish I'd kept hold of more of that, but that probably was. I mean, fair play. I know. I don't know if he held on to it, but I know SMFC bought some of that when I popped it into the Discord.
Yeah. I mean, really, the only trade that needed to happen was obviously buying CoreWeave, then rotating the profits into Embis, weren't it? And then that would have been it. Yeah. Like, that is just like, imagine if you just full ported CoreWeave, got the 3-4x, then full ported it into Embis, and then got the 2-3x. Like,
yeah, and you would have had the second chance as well, because if you rode CoreWeave up the first time, rotated into something else, and was then able to buy it sub 100.
Oh yeah.
Like, sub 100 was the trade. Like, that was a nuts opportunity.
Marios thinking, hoping tomorrow we start the final leg up. I'm thinking we maybe put in the lower the month in early, so we probably will get some dip at some point over the next week or so.
Yeah,
it's what I'm thinking anyway. Sean says, "Hey, up, is the CME gap close? I didn't even know we had one. I didn't even know we had a CME gap. I've not looked, to be honest. Let's see. So it looks like it is open actually, and I didn't realise we had one. To be fair, I didn't think to look. Oh yeah, so we do. So we have a CME gap down to 109,000, basically 110. That's interesting. I didn't realise that we had that. Yeah, well, maybe that's it. Maybe this is going to be the October low, is a close of that CME gap, and then maybe that's it at some point. You know, potentially that would be it. Vote for US market. Oh yeah, the vote. You always remind me, you Nick, as well. You're always good with that. You're always good with that. Right, there we go. Let's get that open. So that's open. But yeah, interesting to see that. Didn't realise that we had a CME gap, so I'm going to be keeping an eye on that from now on. Thank you to whoever said that. Who was it who said that? Who was it who said about the CME gap? I don't know.
Sean O'Brien.
Sean, yeah, Sean. Have you looked at or talked about stable? Yeah, we looked at stable last week. We talked about it a little bit. It is down here somewhere. Let me find out where it is. Where is it? Stable there. Yeah, I mean, the thing is with this, there's not like a whole lot of data to go off, is there? Because it's a new launch. At the moment, you can see it's just kind of hanging around, isn't it? It's just hanging around. Again, I don't really know too much about this. Do you know much about it, Wiz?
About what? Stable?
Yeah.
The BNB project, I know that.
So it's 200 mil.
It might be a DEX.
Not massive, like.
I think it's a DEX.
Is it? Let's take a look.
Yeah. Scroll down.
It doesn't seem to have a website.
Yeah, scroll down on the other side and it'll tell you, if you go on about, it'll tell you a bit about it.
It's an RW stablecoin that uses a yield splitting mechanism to transform yield bearing assets.
I mean,
okay.
Fair enough.
So
stablecoins aren't really I don't know. You can't get excited about actual stablecoins. I like the infrastructure that they run on, but
yeah. So this thing is obviously
a form of Tether.
Founded by Reeve Collins of Tether. So obviously, yeah. So stable is the coin of the project, and then obviously the stable coin is USST. Cool. Yeah, could be something. Could be something. I mean, what are they? Is there a website for it? There it is, official website. They need to get that on CoinMarketCap, really. So he's a founder of Tether, Reeve Collins. A stable coin that lets you spend and earn. So you mint USST using on-chain RWA and you earn yield. I mean, there's not really a whole lot of stuff telling you about much, is there, on there? But yeah, I mean, 200 mil market cap's not massive, is it? It's not massive. I think for me, would I maybe have a go on it if it came down here? Potentially. Not really too interested in paying too much attention to it now at the moment. But if it came down towards 20 cents, which would obviously take it down towards, 100 mil market cap, might I have a nibble on it? Maybe, yeah. Maybe. Maybe. But again, yeah, nothing. There's nothing really too much going on. It's just consolidating, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy. I'll tell you what. I did sell some of last week, and I'm annoyed I didn't sell any more. But I didn't have a whole lot left to sell. Oklo. Have you looked at that on the high time frame? I know I've been plugging that one on.
No, this should be down here as well, I think. Oh no.
Right, look at that thing on the high time frame. I remember when we were talking about this when it dipped.
Whoa. Look at that. Look at that. The fact that it was there. Well, that is a year ago, to be fair, but still. Like, look at that. April. Less than $20. $20.
I remember talking about it on stream with you about it potentially doing that rebound, and then I had the trade. You see that dip where it had that dip above where you are on the box. Yeah. I had a nice trade there that I closed at 75. I was still sitting on a big spot bag, but I wish I'd left that trade open because that would have been mega.
Would it have been mega printing?
Oh, but that thing is just nuts.
Yeah, there's a lot like this, isn't it? There's a lot like this, and it's just all over stocks, isn't it? It's just all over the stock front, which would obviously be great if we get some transition into crypto. But yeah, I think I don't. Yeah, I mean, what are you kind of most bullish on the crypto front going into the Q4?
I love ZRO. I love Cow. I probably stick to majors. I think ETH's. I like ETH.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I don't know. It's probably anything in the DeFi realm is what is catching me most. I can't really get excited about much else. I can't get excited about memes. I can't get excited about. I find the AI stuff like what's the point of it?
Yeah.
I think that's probably what crypto has lacked for a while is like stuff that actually has a tangible impact outside of DeFi and makes money outside of DeFi, because the only things that make money in crypto are DeFi. I don't know. No one's really come up with anything truly innovative on chain recently.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah. And I'd like to see someone launch something. I think prediction markets are really interesting. Yeah, I don't know. What about you? I know you sort of like the gaming realm and things like that, but
I do not. I do not like the gaming realm. Definitely not. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of, as we discussed on your stream this morning, just trying to ride the Perpdex narrative, and just see how long that lasts for. I do think they'll keep it going into Q4. I find it hard to believe that'll be it done. But yeah, apart from that, I don't know. It's just, yeah, it's kind of hard to get excited in it about anything. I'm just trying to follow the trend, basically. I have bought Pump, though. Obviously bought Pump on your stream on Spot. Yeah. So, yeah, I'd be looking for like a 2x on that. I think that would be relatively good from Pump from anywhere in and around here. Pellin says, does the government shutdown usually affect stock price? It doesn't really affect Bitcoin, no, or the S&P that much.
It's
not
just
historically
noise.
Anyway.
It shuts down every year. Like,
yeah, well, they had it last year, didn't they? And then
they shut down every year. It's a grandstanding. It's a grandstanding to try and get people to get their stuff for their community into a bill. It's the same thing every year.
Yeah. Thanks for the walkthrough on Stable. I'm long in it. But you're talking about 0.2 is scary. Well, it doesn't mean that it's going there. Just like from my standpoint, I wouldn't really be interested. I'm not interested in loading up on it from here, but it doesn't mean that it can't go up from here or that it would go to 0.2. That's just obviously just an area that I'd be interested in looking at. What's this thing doing? This thing's now consolidating, which is all right. Yeah, I mean, we need a bit of razzmatazz, don't we, in the market?
Yeah, have you seen CZ's latest tweet?
No, let's see. Not predicting the future and don't get too excited. A September in a past. It's just so cryptic, isn't it?
Yeah. I just can't make sense of it.
You know what what kind of grinds on me though is kind of it's almost a bit of an act, isn't it? Of like in making out as if like they have no influence on the market or they don't kind of know what's coming next or whatever. It's kind of that facade of like not really knowing what's coming next or not understanding the subject or whatever. It's kind of just all for show, isn't it, really? Yeah. But I mean, yeah, lots of tweets about Asta and stuff as well. But yeah, basically what he's saying is run it up into the end of the year and then it's cooked. It's basically what he's saying, because that's obviously the 2017 run up, and then obviously after that in the late November or maybe it was December, it was cooked after that then. So is that what he's saying? Yeah.
Who knows? I think yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, as our friend Mr. Justin says, price goes where price needs to go.
Yeah. That's it. And until then, can't really do anything.
Apex is getting brutalized.
Yeah, like, whoa, look at that. Yeah, I'm still a big fan of this, and I'm looking to add more. It may Yeah, it may have the swings on it are crazy though. Have you seen the swings on it? Like yesterday alone, it obviously it went up. So at one point it was up, and then yesterday alone, it had like a 30% drop on it.
Yeah, Stonksy got a nice shot.
Yeah. So this thing, yeah, it's just crazy. It's very, very volatile.
Yeah.
It does actually have a gap to fill to the downside. I'm kind of wondering whether they let that gap fill or not, fill that inefficiency,
exactly.
And give, because obviously around $1 would be kind of the ideal entry for people. So I'm kind of wondering, do they actually let that happen or not on front running? But I don't know. Obviously at the moment it's getting quite a harsh retrace. It must be down it must be nearly 50% down now from the highs. But the swings on it are crazy.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, the swings are wild. Like just yesterday, it was up at one point. It was up like 15%, and then from them highs went down like 35% up, into the night. It's just crazy. But yeah, I'm thinking no matter what happens to this in the short term, long term, I'd like to see a billion plus, easy.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's Bybit, so.
Yeah, and we're seeing that narrative play out.
Yeah. So we'll see anyway. We do have this. I've got it marked out here. So obviously, let me mark it out properly. There is this wick here that obviously came down there. And then obviously, apart from that, then it's obviously just gap until down here. I'm wondering maybe whether they sweep this wick and then let that be it, and obviously leave people with bids in here unfilled. And then obviously let people chase. Because if you're looking for kind of max, you want a max run up on it, you obviously don't walk it down to here to let people get bids filled in around $1 to then run it up. You would obviously walk it down to a point here where it's got a correction. And then if I just zoom out, obviously currently we've lost what was support. So then obviously just put in some sort of deviation and then reclaim this and then start to send it. And then obviously everyone with bids in and around here is left unfilled and chasing. Yeah. That's what if it was me behind it, that's what I would do anyway. They might not do that. They might just want to maybe force people to get out before maybe running it back up. But that's what I would do anyway, if it was me.
Do the full sweep.
Yeah, just sweep it, leave all this unfilled. Because it just seems so obvious, doesn't it, to come and fill in this candle. And then just run it back up. But yeah, I mean, the thing with this is there'll be people that are just mega up on it because of where it was and how high and fast it went up. And also, obviously, I bet anyone that's affiliated with it is just mega up. Like I think there was a wallet that had bought 88K's worth, and it had they'd been selling it and a realized P&L of 8 mil. So they've done 100x. They've done 100x on it.
Not too bad if you can get it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's my thoughts on this. Again, not financial advice. Don't go and just blindly ape into it and hope for the best. But it's riding that Perpdex narrative. Obviously tied to Binance, and it could come down here. Of course, it could. You could very well get the full retrace back in towards the starting point. But if you want to leave people chasing, then I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, make them.
They also need to start. Yeah, they also need to start the buyback soon as well. I don't know when they're starting, which obviously will be 12 mil just pumped into it. So hopefully they start walking it up.
Should be pretty crazy. I've got to drop, Dave. I need to get ready for open and jolts, etc. So it's been a pleasure. And it's been a pleasure. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'll share a document with the content stuff over. I'll start on that this afternoon.
Yeah, it'd be good. That.
Fantastic.
Right, mate. Well, thanks very much. See you later.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
And that was Wiz. So yeah, big obviously thank you to Wiz for jumping on to the channel. It's great to have him on, and of course I hope that you appreciate him spending his time with us when he does. So yeah, do go and show him some love if you can. I'm sure you can. Go and follow him on X. Go and follow his YouTube channel as well. But yeah, what have we got here? Here we go. It's the biggest fan. It's the Shits and Gigs. How we doing, mate? Great to see you. Great to see you. How are we? How are you doing? I hope you're well. I hope you are well, my friend. But yeah, Bitcoin not really doing much. Just got up and down, haven't we? Just up and down, up and down. Up and down, up and down, up and down. What's happening with Pump? Yeah, not much, not much. Everything's just kind of waiting, isn't it? Everything is just kind of waiting. Yeah, what's the market doing today then? Up or down? Well, let's see what you guys have been voting on. So you guys have voted up so far with 69%, and then down with 31%. So you guys think we're going up. If you haven't voted on the poll yet, do get voting in the chat. Of course, as well, for the 9 people that haven't liked, please do drop a like on the stream. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe as well. And if you want to know anything about the channel, Stonksy itself, the indicator, the package of buying Stonksy, let me know. I can obviously answer any question for you live on air right now. Money printers go brr. Let's hope so. Delta, how we doing, mate? Great to see you. Great to see you. Does anyone think ADA will do any good this cycle? I'll be honest, I don't actually take that much notice of it until someone asks. Let's see. Let's have a little look. It's holding up, to be fair, it's holding up quite well, isn't it? It's holding up well for where it's kind of consolidated. You can see it's got this big piece of important SR here. So you can just see it all along the daily, can't you, here? The importance of this SR, which we are obviously now rejecting from. Now, when you say it will do well, I suppose it depends on what you're kind of hoping for, doesn't it? Like, what are you hoping for? What are you wanting it to do? And what's kind of, obviously, you're aiming in it. Now, yeah, first, obviously, point would be to obviously reclaim this point of SR, and then obviously looking to trade up towards $1 where we've got daily resistance. That would obviously be, rule number 1. Until then, obviously, it remains below here, and it's just hanging around, isn't it? There's a possibility of maybe coming back down towards there where we where we found support last time. But in terms of doing well, I mean, you want me to maybe look at the weekly? It depends what you're looking for on it. Are you looking to trade it? Are you looking maybe for 2x, 3x? Maybe you're thinking it's going to do more. I don't really know, because there's just never really any attention on the chain, is there? There's never really any attention on the train. There's nothing that I see that brings people to ADA, which is obviously probably my concern with it. Now, it is something that gets dragged along with the market, so there is that. It does get dragged along for the ride with the market, so that's obviously something to bear in mind. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. I personally don't hold any. So, don't really have much thoughts on it apart from a trading standpoint. Ritual check world. Oh, no. So, Chits and Gigs is thinking $2 to $3 on ADA, which from here, would be anywhere between a 3 and 4x, wouldn't it? Which, maybe you would consider that fair. 3 and 4x. Right. Where is world? Let me find it. I've got a terrible, terrible throat today again. It feels like razor blades. Where is it? It's on here somewhere. Hopefully it's gone off. Hopefully it's gone off, so I don't have to look at it again. Where is world? Oh, this is this Apex is getting messed up. Where is it? I'll just oh, there it is. I was gonna just say I'll just have to get another one. Still hanging around, isn't it? So it's still within my box. So there's my 3 boxes. And literally, lucky for you, Gonksy, nothing's changed since last time. It's literally just still hanging around my box of interest. So yeah, I think obviously, where does it need to go to break up from here? It's just coming towards a compression point, isn't it? So as you can see, we've got diagonal resistance. You've also got support. So as long as it holds here, obviously at some point in the next couple of days, maybe week or so, it's going to come into a compression point, which then obviously you would want it to see it break up, given that support holds. The other option is obviously for support to break, which then I think obviously it heads down towards just above $1, in my view. So they're literally the 2 options fit from here. You'll be pleased to know, I'm sure. But yeah, they're the 2 options that I see from this point on anyway. If ADA hits its all-time high, a new car is being ordered. Yeah, well, that's it. Make sure you treat yourself and remember to pay yourself. That world chart looks like Bitcoin 2017 when it broke down hard, 6K to 3K. Yeah, it does actually kind of, doesn't it? Yeah, I know what you mean. Obviously, at the top, just below 20K, and then yeah, just kind of scrolled down. I know what you mean. Right, we've got 10 minutes to go until open anyway. So let's end the poll there. It's quite mixed. Quite mixed, the poll results. Everyone was certain it was going to break to the upside, then boom. I mean, the thing is, you would imagine from the point that we're at now, it would require some form of market catalyst for it to break that. Given that it's held that support, you would obviously be wanting it to hold it. Now, if Bitcoin obviously takes a big tumble, then that may be obviously the catalyst for it to break down. But until then, obviously, it doesn't look bad at all. This thing is starting to squeeze me a bit. Sorry, shit. Yeah, sorry, mate. No, I mean, I hope that it pushes up for you. I hope that it pushes up for you. Well, I'm keen to see what this thing is going to do for me. Should have gone all in on blue when I posted it in down here. Should have gone all in on blue down here. Got some nice returns on blue, but I think I've exited it too early. And obviously it would have been a nice, safe bet against the market. Put this into the Discord server, didn't I? Around 9 cents. It's been on an absolute ripper since. Should have just gone all in on it. Yeah, this thing starting to squeeze me a bit. I'm not gonna lie. Starting to squeeze me a bit. ETF delays stopped. Very bullish. Yeah. So they can just list whenever now, can't they? They can just start the process and list whenever instead of waiting like months and months and months and have setbacks. They can just list whenever, which is good. Yeah. I think one of them is listing a hype on, aren't they? Yeah, this thing. Let me know in the chat though. What would you like me to cover? What would you like me to go through? Let me know in the chat. Bitcoin's looking like it's obviously trying to build a nice springboard now. Let's see. Not yet, mate. No. Please check DOT. We bet there's nothing really much going on. It's basically just a carryover from yesterday, isn't it? It's basically just a carryover from yesterday. You want me to check DOT? I can do that. We did have US Open coming in 4 minutes. DOT. There you go. Literally the same. So we're just waiting for this. At the moment, it's obviously pinned in this range. But yeah, here's your obviously your current daily outlook anyway. Got demand down here. This is where support is. Got resistance up here. And until then, obviously, it's just stuck in here. If we break down, then obviously we're probably tying that into a Bitcoin push down on the market. So probably start looking at down here, you would imagine, anywhere in and around 350. But obviously upside from here, it's that support, so it can push up towards here, and then just still remains then. You know, this is the same trade, isn't it? If you break above this daily resistance here, then it's on towards 530, and then from there, obviously up towards 7.5, and that's it. The dot trade is just in waiting, basically. Does Stonksy work on all pairs? No, everything. So it works on everything you can pull up on TradingView. So that's obviously, you know, all crypto pairs, stocks, indices, currency pairs, if you like doing a bit of FX, commodities, whatever. Yeah, you can pull it up on anything across the market. So yeah, it covers everything. Bitcoin to 160k in one candle open. God, can you imagine? Imagine what that would do to the market. Imagine the just overall market, like even like if Bitcoin pumped 10% in one day. We haven't saw something like that in ages, have we? Pump's looking nice. I'm now up 5% on my buys. Very nice. That is more than welcome. That is more than welcome. Love that. That is great to see. Bought this on Wiz's show this morning. Yeah, and that is looking great. There we go. Does it perform better for some pairs compared to others? It really just depends on what time frame you like using as well. Like, it really just depends. Yeah, what type of trader are you? A scalper, swing trader, day trader, whatever. Obviously it performs great on you know, things where they're quite liquid. So most of the things that we look at, you can see very readable charts anyway. But if something's really illiquid, then obviously just overall trading becomes harder on it. But yeah, I mean, it performs great on even low caps, you know, low cap ones that we view on stream. It performs great on them. And we are open. There we go. But yeah, I mean, to answer your question, yes and no. It just really depends on what your trading style is. If you prefer lower time frame or a bit higher time frame trading. But it performs great on everything. It just obviously will depend. The answer will depend on how you like to trade. But Neji, it'd be great to have you over. Come and try it, man. Come and try it. Yeah, it's been going all right. We had Wiz on for a bit. Towards the start of the stream, he'd come on for a little bit. Everyone's very excited about our content that we're going to be filming tomorrow, Dean. So yeah, everyone's getting really buzzed up about that. Do you personally use Stonksy on lower or higher time frames? So mostly, I like it on the 5-minute chart and the 1 hour chart is what I like it on. For the oscillator, I also really like it on the 4 hour oscillator. But personally, yeah, I like the 5-minute chart and the 1 hour, and that goes across all crypto basically. But you know, if you want to use it on a lower time frame, you could use it on a 1 minute. You could use it on a 4 hour. You could use it on a daily. Should be good. Bitcoin. Yeah, so there you go. SMFC likes it on a 15 minute. So yeah, it just really depends on you personally, really. Content, yeah, not that type of, not probably what you're thinking though. Me, Wiz, and Dean just meeting up. We're gonna do a couple of trading challenges and stuff. Meet up in person. Me and Wiz will film some stuff together. Yeah, just be a good day. So that should be fun. And hopefully, fingers crossed, polish the day off with a curry. If everyone feels like one. I would love to go for a curry tomorrow. Just keeping my eye on this because this is squeezing me a bit, and I don't want to get caught in a big flush, big toilet flush. Not really getting much though so far, are we? Let me go and put the 5 minute chart on. So I've gone down a little bit on open. $1,629. What did I buy? Just looking at my pump. 1,530. That's not doing too bad. It's not doing too bad. Going to keep an eye on that. Who what? Mind explaining the difference between the oscillator and the triangle indicator? Yes. So you mean the the triangle on the oscillator? So I'll do both for you. I'll do both for you, my good man. There is a video on the, if you're on about the triangle that appears on the oscillator, then there is a video on it here, uploaded 3 weeks ago. Best Bitcoin trade signal high hit rate. That explains the indications on the oscillator. Let me just go to Bitcoin and pull it out. So obviously, yeah, this comes in with bullish and bearish indications on the oscillator, as well as obviously the one that we get on here. This one is basically, my favorite is obviously when it's tied into the background color change, and that obviously mostly comes on the 5 minute. But that's my favorite on the actual one. But yeah, obviously these come in more frequently if you're on a lower time frame. If you're on a high time frame, obviously less frequently. But really, the Bitcoin 1 hour ones is the one where it has really good, really great high hit rate. And basically all it is Stonksy measuring a different set of metrics compared to momentum, because obviously you've got to remember the oscillator, the line, is a momentum indicator, so it measures momentum up and down, where these come and look at different metrics and obviously look at bullish and bearish confirmation, sorry. And basically all they are is things in the market where it looks for long and short opportunities based on obviously what is showing in terms of momentum. But yeah, that they're different to these ones. Obviously you can see these ones on here. They're different to the ones that appear on the chart. yeah, if you want like a full breakdown for it, this video we uploaded 3 weeks ago, best Bitcoin trade signal. Great video outlining it and explaining it all. Yeah, I hope to see some of you guys, obviously, that haven't tried it yet. I hope to see you come over and give Stonksy a go. It'd be great to have you over. Oh, 1647. Oh. Okay. I think I'm gonna get rid of that. Not bad, not bad. Yes, Jeff. Had to turn off when I was showering. I favour that we're gonna go up, to be honest. I favour that we're gonna carry on up. Is my personal view. I'm planning to buy it shortly. Yeah, it'd be great. Well, it'd be great to have you, Bobby, Neji, and I know Lawrence as well, if he's still here, was looking at getting it as well. It'd be great to have some of you legends from the stream over in the Discord. Obviously, we have the lounge meetings going on there as well on Wednesdays and Sundays too. So some recently added value to the Discord server. Just keeping a close eye on this thing. Oh, I don't want to get squeezed too hard on it. But yeah, can we get a reversal on Bitcoin now after selling off? Obviously, good start for it. I'm long. Yeah, there you go. SMFC has spoken. I saw. Did 15% on my first shot. Yeah, nice. You're ping-ponging it, aren't you? You're ping-ponging it. You're ping-ponging it. Jeff's waiting for the ETH 1 hour. But yeah, nice reaction. So I tell you what, as well, I don't know if anyone has noticed this, but there's been a great change in the conditions with US Open. So obviously we went through that long period, didn't we, where we were selling off on US Open basically every day. But if you notice now, the sell-off, if we do get a sell-off on US Open, it's very short-lived, and we're actually starting to push up on Opens as well, which maybe suggests, you know, a change in the environment for Bitcoin. But I've noticed that. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that, but yeah, the sell-offs on Open seem to have halted. So you see what ETH's doing. ETH's hanging around. Sol. Thing is, we're just waiting on Bitcoin, aren't we? If Bitcoin pushes back up, should be. Oh, what was that then? That was falling. TRX in a world of its own. But yeah, we should get a nice reversal. As you can see, basically the whole market minus a few is red. So we should get a nice reversal on altcoins if Bitcoin can obviously make its own reversal. Is the ETF news real about them withdrawing applications? Yeah, only because though they are free to list just straight away now. They're just free to list, if that's what you're on about. They've made a change in the ruling where anyone that wants to list ETF for a spot, a spot crypto, I believe, as long as it's been trading on Coinbase derivatives for at least 6 months, they can just list it straight away without the green light from the SEC. You know, that long process where it takes like anywhere up to like 6 to 9 months for them to apply and then list it and stuff like that. I think as long as it's been trading on Coinbase derivatives for like 6 months, I think is the ruling. Then they can just list straight away without acceptance. BTC, Sol, XRP, couple others. Yeah, well, I think there's massive trust in Coinbase, isn't there? Well, the thing is, there's not really any other option, is there? Because there's not that many of them. You know, in the US, there was only Kraken as a US exchange. Obviously, there was Binance US, but I don't even know if that is still trading or not. Maybe it is. Maybe Binance US is still serving customers, but in terms and Gemini as well. But in terms of the flagship, I think it's always going to be Coinbase in the US in it for crypto now. In my view, anyway. What have we got? So pushing up nicely. Thank you to everyone that's joined. You're a fan of Coinbase, aren't you? Yeah. To be fair, been using them like 5 years now, and I've never once had an issue with them. The only issue I've had is when was it? Not last week, the week before, when I sent USDT on Solana to my USDC deposit address, and they said they can't do anything because they don't support USDT on Solana. That is my only gripe that I've ever had with them, and that was like 2 weeks ago out of 5 years. Apart from that, I've never had any issues with them. But that's incredibly annoying. One, why are you not supporting USDT on Solana anyway? And two, it's literally in there. Like, if you have a look on SolScan on the USDC deposit address, you can actually just see the USDT in there. It's just obvious because they don't support it, can't get it. So that money is just lost in there now, which is so annoying. I'm just hoping one day they list USDT on Solana, and then obviously then that should mean that my money is just in there. Why would you do that, Dave? They are ETH only. They're not. Not for us anyway. You can send USDC on Solana. Which is why, because what I normally do is I normally swap the USDT into USDC in Phantom and then send it in. But that time I was doing something, I wasn't concentrating, and I just sent the USDT in there without swapping it over to USDT first. I did that on Swissborg, USDC on Polygon. Was it a large amount? I mean, it was an amount where I would definitely rather have it than not have it, but it's not anything where I've not been losing sleep over it or pulling my hair out or whatever. But I would definitely rather have it than not have it, yeah. I mean, it's money at the end of the day, isn't it? Yours money arrived to... yeah. Well, the thing is, I don't know whether Coinbase will ever add Solana on USDT Solana or not. I hope so, because obviously I would like my money back, but I don't know whether they will. But yeah, Bitcoin's having a strong pump up now, isn't it? Obviously, after open, which is good to see. So long may it continue. Decided to jump into Asta now at 176. Well, mate, I wish you the best of luck. Yeah, I mean, hopefully they carry on defending this 170 level. Hopefully. They'll only do it if USDT do their reg stuff. But the thing is, they still support USDT. If you use it, you still support it. You can still deposit USDT on Ethereum, so they still support USDT. I can anyway. I could still deposit it on Ethereum. Just can't do Solana. I suspect the bot may be gearing up for a long. By the way, ooh, like, yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be nice? Sold my pump that I bought on Wiz's stream anyway. That was like a nice 6% gain on a spot position. So yeah, that was a nice gain. Let's hope this turns around. That'd be glorious if this turns around now for me. Apart from that, I mean, is there anything else that anyone wants me to look at specifically? Let me know. I can do. Shorting Asta. What, here? At support? Are you actually shorting it here at support? Yeah. Pepe, oh, you love it. You with Pepe is like shits and giggles with WorldCoin. I mean, there's literally been no change, has there? Oh no, Dad. It flipped. It's flipped out of there, hasn't it? I mean, don't really matter that much anyway. I think obviously as long as it holds in and around here, then it doesn't really matter that much. Obviously, the only worry comes if it loses the current daily support here. So as you can see, that's dating back to June, which is nice daily support for it. If we'd lose that, then obviously you're probably looking down towards 0.8. But until then, yeah, there's not really much going on, is there, for it? It's still obviously, I mean, in the wider front, it's still trapped under high time frame resistance, but lower time frame, obviously up towards the September high, is where it's at. The main thing is obviously keeping support at the moment. That's the main thing. I thought memes were supposed to be exciting. It's the most boring trade I've had. It's been ages since Pepe's done something, isn't it? It has been absolutely ages since Pepe has done something. I mean, memes in general have just slowly been selling off, haven't they? Yeah, memes in general have just been slowly, very steadily selling off. it's a bit of a. I mean, even though we've got this Bitcoin movement and stuff, it's a bit of a kind of dull day on the market, isn't it? Really, it's turned into a bit of a dull day in the market. I'm hoping that pump comes all the way back down so I can look to get back in on it. That would be great. Just carry on rinsing this up and down. Amaze, what is it? Just shy of 10. Yeah, it was about 6% on that move. I mean, what have we got going on? There's not really much going on, is there? On the 24-hour, we've actually taken the hotspot on the liquidity on the 24-hour one. So 115k would be next up if we go after the next chunk of liquidity. On the 3-day, what have we got on a 3-day? 3 days not loading. Again, yeah, 115k. We may not see loads. We may just hang around on Bitcoin now. It is the last day of September and the last day of Q3 as well. So do remember that. It's the last, it's the last day of the quarter and it's the last day of the month. So we could just be pinned, or we could get some volatile move at any point. Mr. Delta with the big stones. Yeah, I know, yeah. Short in Asta. Right at support. But, maybe the big stones make them, make the best calls. Who knows? He's kind of front running a break of support. Is the Delta fella. But yeah, anyway, thank you very much to everyone that's joined. It's been an honor. Tomorrow's stream may be a bit different because obviously we will be out, me, SMFC and Wiz, but I may try and boost up the stream for maybe an hour or so while we're out, just obviously to put one on for you guys. Have to see what the Wi-Fi is like and stuff, but we may do it to obviously, yeah, while we're together. It will be interesting. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Again, don't know whether we'll actually be live or not. I'll try. We'll definitely try for you guys though. But yeah, in the meantime, of course, make sure you like, subscribe, sign up to BLOFIN. If you want another non-KYC exchange, there is KCEX. That is down there in the description as well. If you haven't got, I assume most of you got BLOFIN accounts. If you do get a second, please do go and create a KCEX account. Just have a look around the exchange. But yeah, use that link because obviously that would be nicely and supportive of you guys. If you could do that, that would be fantastic. But yeah, until then, obviously, hopefully see you tomorrow. Go live. Yeah, I think we probably will, mate. I think we probably will. It won't be a 2-hour one, of course, because we'll be in public, but may go live for anywhere up to an hour. So that should be good. Yeah, keep an eye out for that. And yeah, of course, enjoy the rest of your day. For those of you that are in the Discord, I'll see you in there. And those of you that are wondering, I know there's a few, Neji and Lawrence. Maybe there's a few others as well. I know Bobby as well. hopefully see some of you guys join Stonksy so I can see you in the Discord. But yeah, have a great rest of your day. Thanks for joining the stream. I appreciate each and every one of you, and see you tomorrow at some point anyway. Bye bye.